Hey everybody, it's Dan, and today I'm going to be starting a new series of videos on my channel. I'm going to be playing the game FTL, or Faster Than Light. It's an indie game. It was released in September 14th, 2012, but more recently in April there was an advanced edition of the game launched this year. Faster Than Light is a top-down, real-time strategy video game. It was developed by Subset Games. Basically control a crew of a spacecraft, and you hold critical information that has to be delivered to an allied fleet several sectors away. However, you are being pursued by a larger rebel fleet. Okay, let's get started. So this is the main view that you start off with. You can see the layout of your ship, the weapons that you've currently got. So we've got a missile launcher to start and a laser system to start as well. We're going to start on normal, and you can also choose different layouts for your ship as you progress through the game. Now we start with crew. We've got 3, and we can currently customize the names of these guys. I'm going to call this one Sherry to represent me. Bring my wife along, Monica, and I'm going to bring my best man Neil along with me as well. And we're going to play the advanced edition. So this is the edition that was recently released this year. So the new system, weapons, alien race, and a lot more. And it's recommended for experienced players. Now I've played this game for about a couple of months now. I've not yet completed it. You'll see how good or bad I am at this game throughout the series, and hopefully with you guys watching you'll be able to give me any tips, any pointers to things that I might be missing out. I'm going to enable that and we'll get straight into the game. So every time you start the game you get a tip. So this one is exits. It's tempting to rush for the sector exits, but exploring is the only way to upgrade your ship. Try and get as much out of each sector as possible. Now sometimes if my hull is down and I'm looking for a store, I will skip through the sector, because otherwise you then end up either dying and then restarting. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to initiate my FTL drive and jump. Oh, there you go, you can see a store straight away, and you can jump around to all these different locations, and your aim is to get to the exit to get to the next sector. I'm going to jump to this place here, and music usually means that rebels or pirates are trying to attack you. Press continue and then pause a second. You have the systems down at the bottom, so you've got shield, engines, medbay, oxygen and weapons. So I'm going to transfer, or I've just transferred to my weapons, and I've got the Artemis and the burst laser. Now I've got a strategy that what I usually do is I usually go for the enemy shields first with the Artemis, and once that's knocked out I use my burst laser to take out of the weapons, then just keep on bashing it. And sometimes the enemy weapons have a drone unit and they fly around the ship and they try and disable you and set fire to your ship, which is not very nice. But if fires do break out, you have the ability to open doors to the outside. Then you can quite easily put out those fires and close the doors, and then if your oxygen is still on you can replenish the oxygen to that area. So let's get started and see how this first battle goes. So I'm going to select my Artemis and go for his shield. Oh, that's not very well. We've got intruders in straight away, and then some kind of robot shit in there. I'm not liking this. I'm going to send my dudes in. Okay, this guy's pretty shit. My dudes are going to go in there. I'm going to try and put out those fires. guys are pretty dazed and confused, and meanwhile, while all this is happening, I'm missing out on the fact that Rebel ship is still trying to get me. So my weapons are still intact, my engine is down. I'm trying to take out shields again and use the lasers. Now the great thing about this game is you can pause and then you can set off your attacks and then try and focus what's actually going on your ship. So I've actually put out the fire, and I can now see what's going on in the med bay. So I'm going to close the doors, and then I'm going to try and repair this breach in the hull, and then try and take out this guy as well. So he's pretty annoying me. So now they've actually decided to give me some equipment and surrender. So they've given me 2 FTL jumps, 4 missiles and 10 pieces of scrap. Now I'm actually going to accept their offer because the ship's in a pretty bad way and I need to get rid of the guy that's on the ship. So I'm going to accept their offer. Oh, he's actually disappeared now. So that's actually pretty good. So I'm going to send somebody into this room here to repair. And I'm going to send another guy over to the engine room to try and repair. Now I need to keep an eye on Neil because Neil's health is going down quite dramatically. I'm going to put Neil into a place where there's some oxygen. And I'll just wait for the engines to come back online and then I'll send Monica into there to try and sort out this breach. And hold on, the breach is gone. Monica's working away. Oxygen's going back in. So I'm just going to wait for Monica to... Monica's done a good job in there. Send Neil back in there to get some health. And I'm still piloting the ship. A good idea to have, when you've got a big crew, to have one guy in each of these sectors. So I'm going to put Monica into the shield room. I'm putting Neil into the weapons area. And I'm actually going to upgrade my ship. I'm going to add another power bar. And then I'm going to add that to the engines. And now I'm going to jump away to the next sector. So I'm going to jump to this one here. Brilliant. Asteroid field. And not only is the asteroid field, there is a pirate ship. So similar sharing procedure, I'm going to fire missiles at the shield and then try and take out the weapons. What's great about here is the asteroids will also attack the enemy ship, but they'll also attack you as well. Try and take down the shields. Okay, they have again offered us 2 missiles, 1 drone part and 8 pieces of scrap, but this time, because we're in an asteroid field, I think I'm just going to not accept the surrender and try and blow them up and see if I get anything back. So, with their shields, weapons are down, it's just the asteroid hits we're getting. There you go. What did we get? We got 2 missiles, 1 drone part and 13 pieces of scrap, so not too bad. We're just waiting now for our FTL to charge and we'll jump straight out of this area. I'm going to carry on going around this area here and then make my way to the exit. This area here is where the rebel fleet is coming in. Okay, so we found a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. So we can attempt to download the ship's data source, or we can not risk it and just strip for any unuseful scrap, which we'll get 10. So I think I'm not going to activate it, I'm just going to go for the 10. And I am going to look at my ship to see if I can upgrade anything. So I can upgrade the engines or I can start to upgrade the shield. So I might actually upgrade the shields even though I don't have any reactor bars. I probably should be able to get some soon, so I'll upgrade the shields and then we'll jump to the next sector in the next beacon time. Brilliant. So the scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship has hastily messages you, stay out of this or you'll be next, concentrate fire on. So it sounds like they're about to either fire me or fire down on the settlement. So I'm going to attack the pirate and help the settlement out, because usually you get rewards for taking down the pirate, also from the guys down on the ground. Go for the shields again and go for the weapons and see what happens. Okay, so my engines have been hit, so I'm going to send Neil into the engine room. Monica is actually suffering, so I'm going to send her to get checked out in the med bay. And then this time I'm not going to waste any more of my missiles, I'm just going to keep on going from their shield, because in 2 more hits I'll probably take down that ship. They can't do any damage to us at the moment. Just see if we can take out their shields. Right. And let's try and take out the engine in case they try and get away. Okay, so they've said, alright, we're terrible at this pirating thing anyway. Have 4 jumps, 3 missiles, or 7 scrap. I'm not going to let them get away with it, because if I save the settlement, then they are likely to give me some extras. So I'm going to keep on going. I'll go for their weapons again this time, because they've now started to repair their shields and their weapons. There we go. See you later, pirates. So I've got 2 jumps, 1 missile, and 18 scrap. And from the settlement, I've got 1 jump, 1 missile, and 8 scrap. So not too bad. Less missiles, but extra scrap. So now what I can do is go to the ship, and I can't really upgrade my shields just yet, so I'll wait and we'll jump to the next sector. The next beacon, sorry. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools and they've tried to shut down your engines. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational and you move into attack. So we need to take down this pirate ship. So same protocol as always, we use our weapon system on shields and our lasers on their weapon systems, and we'll see what that does. So we missed their shield, so let's use another missile and see if we can take them down, but we did actually hit their weapons, so we'll fire again with their weapons. Yeah, we've now got the shields. Right, we're taking their weapons offline. Let's see if we can take their shields offline and destroy their ship. And they're repairing their weapons and repairing their shields. So we've taken the shields offline and now we'll go for the weapons, and hopefully this will be the kill. Yeah, there we go. So we've got 3 jumps and 22 scrap. So now we can go to our ship and we can upgrade the shields and also get another power bar. We need 1 more power bar to upgrade the shields fully to level 2 shields. So we're now going to jump away, jump to the next beacon. Okay, a small station fitted with hundreds of repair drones. You received an automated message. We don't know who you are and we don't care, but this is the right place for some ship repair. We don't actually have enough scrap to repair the ship, so we're going to have to ignore the station and jump away to the next beacon. Jump away to the next beacon. You arrive at the next beacon only to be immediately hailed by a small shuttle. Help us, we're being attacked by pirates. Now we can either aid the ship or stay out of it. So let's aid it, because we might be able to upgrade our shields. Great. So the pirate ship is here, and it's got similar shields and the whole less hull to us, so it shouldn't be too bad. So we'll do the same procedure again. Missiles on the shields, and a laser on the weapons. I'll move my friend there to try and put out them fires. And we're taking down the weapons, so we'll try and take down the shields. Yeah, there we go. So the pirate ship breaks apart, we get 1 missile, 1 drone part and 17 scrap. We're going to contact the civilian ship, and the civilian ship has jumped away, so we don't want to get anything from those guys. Okay, the fire is spreading, so I'm going to move Monica into the med bay, and I'm going to try and put out the fire by exposing the atmosphere to outside of the shields. That gone down. And the sensors have gone down, so let's hopefully the fires have gone out. Sounds like the fires have gone out, so we will close the doors on the ship and we'll wait for the oxygen level. You can see the oxygen level here to replenish to 100%, and we'll try and fix the shields and we'll also fix the internal sensors, and then we'll jump to the next sector. Well, the next beacon. I keep saying sector, I don't know why, I mean beacon. Right, we're on 85%. I can set Monica in there now. And I think I'm going to send myself in to do this. To do the sensors, and then we can get away pretty quick. Send money back into fire on the ship. Come on, Monica. And shields up. I've actually found myself playing this game for 4 hours non-stop and then being very tired from work the next day. It's very addictive, and it also annoys you when you die, and it's permadeath. Right, so I'm going to jump away to the next one. Now, I can either go here, or into this nebula. If you go into the nebula, the fleet pursuing you slows down, but then you don't have any sensors, so there might be something hideous waiting in there, but there might also be something epic. So I'm just going to go in and see what happens. Okay, it's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small station is offering a deal. Trade 3 missiles for 2 drone parts. I don't really have any drones at the moment, so I'm going to actually ignore that and then jump away to the next beacon. Okay, you detect 2 ships, one chasing the other. Scanners show the pursuer is a pirate. Aid the civilian ship or stay out of it. Now, I'm going to be kind citizen and aid the civilian ship, and hopefully this time they don't do a runner and they actually give me something useful. So power up my weapons and engage the pirate ship. So same as before, go for the shields and we'll go for the weapons. Okay, we're taking the weapon slightly offline. So one weapon is down and the shields are still up. So I'm going to have to use another missile on the shields. And we'll go for the weapons again with the lasers. And they're trying to go for our engines at the moment. There we've got shields. Right, one more on-target laser on their weapons. I think we should take them down. They're repairing their weapons. They seem to have some kind of iron cannon which penetrates shields and takes down systems. So our shields are actually down. So the pirate ship breaks apart. You hasten to contact the civilian ship. We've got one drive component, one missile, and 18 scrap. I'm going to contact the civilian ship. Ah, finally! It seems the crew did not survive the assault. You take what you can from the remains of the ship. So we've got 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 10 scrap. So unfortunately, those guys didn't survive. So we can now upgrade our shields. Oh shit. Another power bar, and we can actually upgrade our engines as well. Let's upgrade the engines. Our shields are still kind of taken out. Send monitor in there and see what happens. I know, alright. Right, so our shields are now at level 2, which means that they'll recharge 10% faster because my level is in there as well. And we will jump to the next beacon. I'm going to jump right the way over here because we can still get to the exit. There's 2 more beacons, so it's worthwhile visiting those to see what's there. A nearby mantis ship begins aggressive maneuvers. You prepare for the worst. Continue. Great. So our hull is at 50%, but we do have better shields than them, so hopefully we'll be able to take them out. Use my missiles on the shields, and my lasers again on their missiles and see what happens. Okay, we missed their shields and we hit their weapons, and we've got fires, so I'm going to try and open those doors and try and put those out. And we're going to go for their shields again with missiles. I'm going to try and hurt them a little bit by taking out their oxygen. And our shields have been hit by an iron cannon, which means they're going to be out of action for about 25 seconds, which is a bit annoying. Great, so I'm having to repair the control system. We've actually hit the shields and we've taken out their oxygen supply. So now what I'm going to do is focus on their weapons. The shields are down just enough for me to get a laser through. Our shields have been fixed, so I'm going to close the doors of the ship. And I'm still repairing the controls. And I need to go to the medbay soon as well, so let's see what happens. Alright, our internal sensors will run down. Ah, there we go. So their ship is broken apart. We've got 3 jumps, 1 drone part, and 15 scrap. We've got quite a lot of repair to do. So we'll send Sherry to the medbay. Send Monica to repair the sensors, and Neil to repair the oxygen. And then I'm going to jump out. And this sector here should start to fill up with oxygen now the oxygen has been repaired. I'm back to health so I can pilot the ship, and Monica can go back into the shield area and we can jump away. Now I think I've got time just to go to this final location here before jumping to the exit. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, your sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system. No doubt one of the many fleeing the rebel advance. It doesn't appear to have detected you, or else it's trying to avoid notice. So you can either ignore them or hail them. I'm going to try and hail them, because sometimes when you hail refugees, you actually get another member of the crew. So I'm going to hail them and see what happens. Okay, the vessel is relieved to hear from you. They are running low on supplies and they suggest trade. So we can trade with them 1 jump for 5 missiles. So I think that's a pretty good trade. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, great. So we now jump away and to the exit. And the rebels have made it towards the exit. Now, we're pretty much gunned the same on this one here, but they've got a better hull. Ours is 50%, and they also have a cloning facility on board as well, which means if somebody on their crew dies, they can quickly get another member of the crew on board to replace them. So I'm not sure how this is going to pan out, but let's see if we can jump to the next sector or if this is going to be the end of this episode. So the same protocol as usual. We'll go for their shields and then we'll go for their lasers. There seems to have some beefy weapons on the ship as well. Alright, we're taking out their weapons. One of them. And they're taking out our oxygen. So we're going to keep on hammering their shields with our missiles and take out our lasers, and we're going to send Neil into the O2 because we need that O2. Our oxygen supply is going to slowly run down. You can see the pink areas appearing, and that's pretty bad. Okay, we've got another hull breach, so I'm going to send Monica into that area. Hopefully we can take these guys out and then jump away. Right, their shields are now down. Now I don't really want to stay in this area because there's quite a lot of rebel ships around, so I'm just going to keep firing them with missiles. We've got enough to try and take them down. And we're just about to fire their lasers, so we'll try that again. Right, their weapons are completely offline. Let's do some damage to their oxygen as well and see how they like it. Right, I need to send Monica to medbay, and Neil's looking a bit ropey, so I'm going to send him to medbay as well. Right, the ship is now destroyed. There's no time to salvage the enemy ship, you must jump away before the crews get in firing range. We've got 1 jump. We can't jump. This is a bad scenario. I need to get someone in the engine room. I'm going to send both people into the engine room. We need to get away. I think this might be the end. I need to send Neil to the medbay if he survives. I'm going to send Monica to the medbay as well. And this is a pretty bad situation to be in. Oh no! Oh, Christ. So, our ship has now been destroyed by the rebel fleet, and this is the end of this episode. In the next episode, I will try and do a bit better and make it to the next sector. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more, then leave a comment down below, and a like is much appreciated, and share with your friends. I'll also leave in the description links where you can get this game for yourself. It's available on Mac, PC, so on the iPad. Again, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.